Have you ever witnessed a sudden downpour in an area that was previously parched? Ever wondered if there's more to these unnatural weather phenomena? You see, we live in a world of advanced technologies, where the impossible becomes possible every day. One such technology is cloud seeding, a scientific technique that can manipulate the weather, make it rain on command, and even control the intensity of storms. It's like something straight out of a science fiction novel. But what if it's not just about creating rainfall or reducing hail damage? Could there be a darker, more ominous purpose behind these sudden weather changes? Could governments be using this technology for their own hidden agendas? Or could it be a tool in the hands of a few powerful individuals? The question remains, who holds the power to shape the weather at whim? To uncover the truth, we delve into the murky past of cloud seeding. It's a history that's as foggy as the clouds it seeks to manipulate. Born in the mid-20th century, cloud seeding was initially seen as a promising technology to combat drought and control weather patterns. But was it all sunny skies and rainbows? As we peel back the layers of history, we find that the development of cloud seeding was not solely the work of curious scientists. No, it was a joint venture with governments, particularly the United States, playing a significant role. The U.S. government's involvement dates back to the late 1940s with Project Cirrus, a secret operation aimed at hurricane modification. This clandestine project raises the first of many red flags in our journey into the shadowy history of cloud seeding. The secrecy surrounding early cloud seeding projects is a cause for concern. Why were these programs shrouded in such mystery? What were they hiding? Could it be that the potential for misuse was identified early on and carefully concealed from the public eye? As we move forward in time, we find that the secrecy continues. The 1960s saw the launch of Project Storm Fury, another U.S. government-backed venture aimed at hurricane control. Again, a veil of secrecy descended upon the project, leaving us with more questions than answers. And it's not just the United States. China, too, has a significant cloud seeding program, one that is rumored to have been used in preparation for the Beijing Olympics in 2008 to ensure clear skies for the opening ceremony. But if they can clear the skies for a sporting event, what else could they do? At every turn, we find secrecy, government involvement, and the potential for misuse. With these elements in play, it's hard not to question the true intentions behind cloud seeding. Is it simply a tool for combating drought and ensuring reliable weather, or is there a more sinister purpose at work? With such a shrouded past, can we really trust the intentions behind cloud seeding? Imagine possessing the power to summon a storm. Could cloud seeding be a weapon in disguise? Let's delve into a theory that's as chilling as a hailstorm. Picture this, a rogue scientist who believes that cloud seeding isn't just about making it rain, but a tool that can be exploited for more sinister purposes. He argues that cloud seeding could be weaponized to create targeted weather events. Imagine being able to manipulate the weather to such an extent that you could unleash a flood on a specific area or bombard it with a hailstorm. Sounds like something out of a science fiction novel, doesn't it? But this rogue scientist argues that it's not only possible, but it's probably already happening. He speaks of classified government projects, of hushed whispers in the scientific community, of weather patterns that just don't add up. It's a narrative that's both fascinating and terrifying. But is there any truth to it? Well, the science of cloud seeding is complex and still not completely understood. It's a fact that we can influence weather to some degree, but to create a flood or a hailstorm on demand, that's a whole different level of control. But let's not dismiss this theory outright. After all, the history of science is full of ideas that were once considered outrageous, only to be proven true years later. So, what if cloud seeding could indeed be weaponized? What if the weather, something we've always considered as a force of nature, could be turned into a force of destruction? It's a chilling thought, isn't it? The implications are vast and worrying, because if someone or some organization could control the weather to this extent, they would possess an immense power. A power that could be used for good, like ending droughts and saving crops, but also a power that could be used for evil. If cloud seeding can indeed be weaponized, what does that mean for us? It means that we might have to rethink our understanding of the weather, of science, and of the world itself. Because if the weather can be turned into a weapon, we're living in a world more unpredictable and potentially more dangerous than we ever imagined. Not all agree with these alarming theories. Let's hear from the skeptics. Now we're stepping into the realm of skepticism and science, where the weather isn't a weapon, but a tool to ensure our survival. To some, these theories are just that, theories, not grounded in scientific fact or reality. Consider Dr. Jane Richardson, a leading climatologist who's been studying cloud seeding for over 20 years. She insists that the idea of weaponizing weather is as fanciful as it is unfeasible. She says, "The science of cloud seeding is about enhancing rainfall, not creating floods or hailstorms. The scale of energy involved to create such events is far beyond our technological capabilities." And she's not alone. Numerous reports have poured cold water on the idea of weather as a weapon. A report from the National Center for Atmospheric Research states, the potential for cloud seeding to be used as a weapon of mass destruction is virtually zero. Skeptics also point to the limitations of cloud seeding. While it can enhance rainfall in targeted areas, it's far from a silver bullet solution to drought. The World Meteorological Organization, in a comprehensive review, concluded that, while cloud seeding can boost rainfall by up to 15% in ideal conditions, it's not a guaranteed rainmaker. And what about mind control through weather manipulation? Well, the skeptics are quite clear on this. They argue that weather manipulation simply doesn't have the power to control minds. And any claims to the contrary are purely speculative, with no solid scientific basis. The skeptic's perspective is essential to consider. They challenge us to question our assumptions, to seek truth beyond the sensationalism. They remind us that science is about evidence, not speculation. So, is this all just a conspiracy theory, or is there some truth to the speculation? As we delve further into the world of cloud seeding, we'll continue to explore this question. Always remember, skepticism is healthy. It's what keeps our quest for knowledge alive and prevents us from falling into the trap of unfounded beliefs. Remember, the truth is often stranger than fiction, but not always as popular. Stay curious, stay skeptical. Despite the skepticism, some questions remain unanswered. We've delved into the murky history of cloud seeding, we've heard the whispers of weaponizing weather, and we've seen the skeptical view of mainstream science. Yet, there are still some puzzling pieces of this atmospheric jigsaw that are missing. Many governments worldwide have initiated cloud seeding programs, often touting them as solutions for drought or as ways to ensure clear skies for important events. But there's a shroud of secrecy that surrounds these initiatives. Why the need for such clandestinity if the intentions are as benign as they claim? While the scientific community is quick to dismiss the idea of mind control or weather warfare, it's hard to ignore the potential implications of such technology. If we can indeed manipulate the weather to our liking, then what's stopping it from being exploited for more nefarious purposes? The lack of transparency is concerning, to say the least. In a world where information is power, the secrecy surrounding these programs can easily fuel speculation and mistrust. After all, the first rule of a democratic society is that the public has a right to know, especially when it comes to something as fundamental as the weather. The need for public scrutiny is paramount. Moreover, who's to say that these weather modification techniques won't have unforeseen consequences on our ecosystem? The butterfly effect is a well-known phenomenon in chaos theory, where a small change in one state can result in large differences in a later state. Could cloud seeding be that butterfly flapping its wings, setting off a chain of events that we can't predict or control? In the end, the enigma of cloud seeding leaves us with more questions than answers. We're left to ponder the nature of this atmospheric alchemy. Is cloud seeding a tool for drought relief or a weapon waiting to be unleashed? Only time will reveal the truth.